Fortunately, I think this will be probably no one in this server, considering I shut down the server. Then won't be live streaming for long anyway. Oh, damn. That was quick. What's up, Frozen? Yeah, unfortunately, no one can join the server right now. I shut it down. Or I can only join, or well, my ults can, but oh, I don't know what any of that means. So I only speak pure English. Sugar apple came in stock a little while ago. 5 minutes ago. 10 minutes ago. You can't really see my garden, considering it's called the Transcendent Garden. Look at this. I call it the Transcendent Garden. What happened? I don't know. Elemental surprise. Oof. I don't know. I grew this really big Christmas thorn now. Not sure how much it's worth, but let's sell it. Can I sell this? Good. That literally changes not even a cent. We had really big pets. What's good, Silent Salt? Like almost 8, 9 o'clock at night. That's a shame. Penny Mobile Ice Spice, he's alright, honestly. I don't really care about that unit, not gonna lie. Honestly, not gonna lie. The SpongeBob Tower Defense and Abuse was god awful. It was not good by any means. It was actually horrible. Like, probably the shortest and Abuse. And frankly honest, the boosts weren't that great. Besides the luck. And honestly, I didn't get anything in the luck boost anyway, so. I think the SpongeBob Tower Defense Adam Abuse probably was one of the worst ones I've ever seen. It's not good, and frankly, it was not good, man. Not good. Grow Garden could do better than that by a long shot. I mean, Travis Kelce already proves in the pudding. Grow Garden was just better at being consistent. Oh yeah, Grow Garden changed their schedule this time around because so we're gonna be doing Anabuses at 12. And the update comes at 1, which is actually really nice because it gives time for people to join. So Grow Garden, that's kind of a W. So I don't have to wake up so early in the morning just to do an admin abuse. So that's a W at least. I could sleep finally. I wake up at 8 o'clock in the damn morning. That's great, man. I haven't been playing. See, this is the reason why I quit FNTD2 because there's nothing to do. There's just too small of updates. but I also had really good stuff. Obviously, I can't quit, but like, nothing to do, man. Nothing to do. I could go for the new Nightmare, but frankly, not that much to grind. And honestly, the units in the Christmas event, they're kind of bad. At least the exclusive ones. The exclusive ones are not great, I would say. Um, they're okay. Not exciting, but I think the summonable Nightmare, I think is how good he is, but when I got the Director Freddy, he was a booster, but I mean, he's okay as a booster. I mean, he only boosts the highest damaging unit on the team. Not really that impressive, but I don't know. FNTD 2 needs to do something, which is bring in another Apex, and they said they would cut down the Apexes. I think they lied. But hey, it's a Foxy. If it's called a Gravelord Foxy, that'd be crazy. How canon is that? It's so canon if they bring Gravelord. I wonder who was the strongest FNTD character that came to the game. Most people would say Scott, though. I think Scott would crush all of them. Reason why I say Scott is because he's the creator of Five Nights in general. He would probably cook them alive. Everyone's gonna say, but I beat him in. Yeah, no, I'm talking about. I'm not talking about player wise. I'm talking about actual physical strength. The creator versus every single FNAF character. I think the creator wins. But then we have Anim Dude, which is obviously not a real FNAF character. It's just a made up one. Or might be actual real. With this big hammer just slams and boom, splash twice. Yeah, the creator would slam. I think he would have a tough time with OMC though. OMC being pretty powerful himself, and he'll definitely struggle with Golden Freddy. Golden Freddy's pretty high up on the list too. I think Golden Freddy could potentially be the strongest. I mean, he's pretty much just a dead soul at this point, so Golden Freddy was, man, guys to be reckoned with. And you also have Springtrap, Lefty. None of the FNAF 4 animatronics are strong. I wouldn't really say they're powerful. The Twisted ones weren't that strong. Um, yeah, the Twisted ones are an actual animatronic. It's in the book. You know, I didn't read the book. I know how strong they are. They're not very powerful. Pretty sure they lost. I think Scott would win overall. I'm surprised there's not been a Scott in FNTD 2 yet. Is that kind of crazy? Scott came pretty early for FNTD 1, not FNTD 2, apparently. He would stun, though. I know he would. But not just any stun. I feel like he'd be an AoE stun. And AoE stun would be pretty dang good, not gonna lie. He would be kind of like Dreadbear in FNTD 1. Not FNTD 2, because he actually isn't that great. I mean, people use him, but the FNTD 1 Dreadbear was so much more stronger. It had stun, it had AoE. I don't think he has AoE. Not sure, because I don't have it. But what I am starting to see with a lot with FNTD too is there's been a lot of more reskins. It's starting to feel like that, which is not a good thing because Conductor Freddy, we have uh, there's 3 new Freddys technically. Where's the variety, man? We're supposed to have variety before we start reskinning things, but apparently not. Where's Black Ice? Where's Frostbite? By the way, those would have made so much more sense. Um, Way more sense than Conductor Freddy. I mean, I would say he's Christmas related, but Frostbite's more Christmassy. Frostbite being obviously what was FNTD 1. It would just make more sense. I don't know. Poor Frostbite though. Maybe they forgot about him. Like, we move on. Nothing good in stock, but why is there not shockers? Pineapple. I actually don't think I have pineapple seed. Pitcher plant. Yes. Waste of money, but collection. They got a collection. Disco. Look at you. Fall. Oh yeah, I have a big Christmas one. It looks like glass though. I think it's kind of dope. Oh, is it this big one that has disco on it? I'll take it. I do have Abuse mutations being that being disco, meteoric, and molten. I think there's other ones. That's it. Yeah, no. Uh, you could say Brain Rot could have been one of them. It is actually. Brain Rot, I think, is being one of them. So 4. Fall is pretty basic, but it's still a mutation at the end of the day. Brain Rot to Christmas Thorn. Speaking of Brain Rot, what should I do? Harvest 100 corn. Jesus, you really want me on it today. Bamboo harvester, 300 strawberries. Plant 40 bamboo seeds. What do I get? Gem egg, mythical egg, bug egg, jungle egg. So I get 4 eggs, but only 1 of each. Harvest 3 blueberries. I have to switch. Save slot 2. What's up? This might have to cross in tomorrow. Because I'm not sure my corn will be done by tonight. But I do have decent amount of corn seeds. They always keep going for bamboo. We need some more bamboo soon. And then blueberry. I'm gonna plant some a little bit more blueberry. Well, I don't have that many blueberry seeds. Yikes. As you can see, it looks like a bit more empty because of all the. I had to transfer my transcendence a little bit. Right. Transfer my transcendence, Mutated bamboo. Nice. Why do you all have to stand here in one area? It's not mentally required. Not mentally required. How you doing, Disco B? Disco B is incredibly rare. Well, now it is. Can't really. You can obtain it still. I think. Actually, can you? I don't think you can. If so, they're all cooked. Right. Place it in a bunch of areas. One FNTD live. What is there even to do in FNTD 2? Like, what is there to do? I've been taking a break of FNTD1 for a little bit because I don't want to waste all my time on it. I'm just gonna, get some. Hour and 54. Let's decrease that time. Some are gonna take longer than usual. Oh my, getting stuck. I will do one this weekend on FNTD2, but usually when FNTD dies, it's been dead for like not that long. You just now realizing FNTD was never alive, especially the second game. Maybe when it first released, but never again. FNTD2 has always been dead. It hasn't been alive. Sure, it's been crossing at least, 7,000 players every update, but then it just drops straight back down. Like, it doesn't get higher than 7,000. Sad to say, but FNTD2 is not alive. I think people would rather stick to FNTD1, not gonna lie. After what they saw with FNTD2, not gonna lie, they should just quit it, honestly, and go back to FNTD1. They wasted their potential. They were good potential. But it's washed now, honestly. I think, unfortunately, they should just go back to FNTD1 ways. I think that'd be a better idea. Fortunately, they can't really do much. Because, they wasted it. I would rather have them copy and paste FNTD1 than make FNTD2. I'm not joking when I say that. Copy every single update. Never even. Because the reason why FNTD2, it's good to a certain degree. Like, we expected a little better, actually. Now, they were listening to us, the people, and they started listening to us. They started like, but what they never listened on is what updates to pick that are not like Christmas, Halloween. They never tell us that. Like, what update do you want to see in the game? What improvements do you want to see in the game? No, they don't say anything about that. They just do what they want, which kills the game. Not listening to their players, not listening to the community and what they can make the game better. Variety of units should be a thing, not just these copy and pastes. I think they're just not really. I don't know. I think they should move on from FNTD2 already. It's not that successful. I'm just trying to save from FTD1 or FNTD2 and 1, but not gonna lie, they're not gonna save anything if they don't listen to the community. What they should do. I think it's pretty obvious what they should do. Make FTD what it used to be. Fun, enjoyable. Now it's just repetitive stuff. And this new Apex is probably going to be fairly strong. We all know that because it's an Apex. No shit. We all know how strong Apexes are. I mean, have we seen the Mangle? Apex Mangle? Yeah. Foxy will probably be run the same way. Or I think he's going to do slowing considering he's a Christmas unit. I mean, it would make sense. Why wouldn't you do slowing? If he doesn't, I don't know what they're thinking. I think they're mental if they don't make him have slowing. But yeah, what changes do you want to see in FNTD on Dento? There's a lot of changes I would make. I mean, they're getting updates out pretty consistently now, so that's a good thing. They actually updated on time 2 times. Right, we're showing improvement. FNTD is showing improvement. Showing improvement, man. If we can have updates on time, more consistently, I think the game could rise. They're like, wow, this game's actually updating on time. FNTD used to never do this 2 times in a row. So at least that's a good thing. And FNTD 2 needs to make a lot of changes. I'll talk about FNTD 2. FNTD 2. Since they literally give you everything. Not gonna lie, I would change the lobby. I think the lobby looks kind of horrendous, not gonna lie. It's hideous. The lobby, it should have been what FNTD 1 was. Not the old lobby, but like, I don't know. You worked on a lobby for FNTD 1 and didn't use it in the second game. You basically could have just wasted less time, but you could have made it just like FNTD 1, just better and maybe less stupid. Maybe you could have been, I don't know, added elements while you're at it. Probably take them a year though, considering they need to change. I'm not sure what they can change, but they gotta change something. They always have something to improve on. Like, what they should do is they should do a feedback, you know, have like I don't know, some type of Google form about any feedback about the game. Now, I think they have done this before, but not as often. They should get feedback on the events, and they should be like, what should we do in our next event, What should we change about things? Kind of give an idea of what you should do. If you listen to your community, the game will be quite successful, actually. If you don't, then you're just wasting it at this point. This corn thing might have to be done tomorrow because it's not going to be done at all. They listen to the community more. I think they would be liked more, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, just put in the Discord what you want to see for changes. I'm probably gonna relax for a little while and probably head to bed.